Good evening and welcome back to Walter Siller's Coliseum, where the Lady Statesmen are set to take the floor for the second time in 2 days. Now, the story of the season coming into this homestand was the Lady Statesmen's lack of intensity on the defensive end. They gave up 68.5 points per game in their first 2 games, both of those road losses. Now, last night you saw the defensive intensity. They held Stillman College just 35 points on 20.8% shooting from the floor to get a 61-35 win, the first win of the season. Now, if the Lady Statesmen can turn that win into 2 wins, they'll head into the break at 2-2. Let's get to the highlights and see how they did.
About playing at home. It's been a minute, and we finally get to have 2 back-to-back at home, so we just want to prove a point.
That is something I worked hard on, so I hope that's my strong point, or one of my strong points.
We just know, like, we have a rep for playing good defense, holding teams to a low scoring amount, and we just wanted to keep that up because I know we kind of got away from it with the first 2 games, so we had emphasis on defense for these last 2 games, and we just want to go out and execute defensively.
Right now, we're trying to get in position. We're trying to learn how to get in position, how to help each other out, how to, how to rotate, those kind of things. And we've got to really concentrate in those areas and get that shored up here going into conference play because, conference teams, they'll expose you.
Paine College, Team 4.
Well, you have the crowd behind you 100%, so, I mean, it pumps you up. So, to me, it's very important to have 2 back-to-back home games with a crowd like this.
The biggest things that we got to play a lot of people. Our depth is not as good as it needs to be, and the only way you can get it better is, work at practice. But you've got to get some of those people some playing time so they'll know what to expect come game time.
Well, we knew we had 6 of our next 8 at home, so we wanted to take care of business at home and maybe pull out 2 tough ones on the road so we can go into conference play with a pretty good season.
I think it would be good for us to work on the things that we saw in our non-conference games, to work on them, get better, and be ready for conference play.
We turned the ball over way too much. But we've got a lot of work to do. I mean, we've got a chance to be a pretty good basketball team, but we've got a lot of work to do.
I'm really excited. We don't get 9 days off. We'll be back on the court in a couple days, but to have these days to work on what we need to work on will be really good for the season.